It's about guiding people. The only way you can make the world better is if you make the people better. So it's about showing them the light of hope in themselves and their family. Everything in this universe is all about synchronicity.
Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numerovation from the king. Learn the foundation from the king. Nana Pushe. 1 + 1 is 2. Be precise. 3 + 2 is 5. Guard your mind. Me plus you is mathematician. Learn from the one Numerovator. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numerovation from the king. Learn the foundation from the king. Nana Pushe. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numerovation from the king. Learn the foundation from the king.
No, it's not about reading. It's about guiding. I don't do readings. I do consultations because you should know yourself. As good as the back of your hand, you should know yourself. I want everyone out there to be clear that this is to serve you like a GPS serves you. Remember, each of us has guaranteed ourselves success. Be that magi, family. Be that magician. Be that numerational motivated force. Today's consciousness, today's consciousness, today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? From the pristine position that we held in today's consciousness, here's a new show just for you every Tuesday called Today's Consciousness. Be there and enjoy all the great special guest stars that will be passing through on a new show called Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Are you ready to address all the things that are going on? And how can we heal today's consciousness? Today's consciousness. Today's consciousness. Right here on KSP TV. Today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? It's the Numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. Greetings to one and all. How are you feeling? Welcome to another episode of the Ministry of Numerovation. Those that are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Those that are regular to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Because this, like many other days, are very important days. But this day is what they dub as Mother's Day. Big Mama's Day. Mammy's Day, Mom's Day, Potential Mother's Day, Grandmother's Day, Godmother's Day. Mom spelled upside down is wow, if you look at in the symbolism of the letters. So it's important that we recognize not just mother on one day, but multiple days forever. And also recognize father. They have succeeded in the most part to destroy the nuclear family. And like it's always said, most part they'll say mama's baby, daddy's maybe. However, you can never negate the fact that it did take a divine masculine to help a divine feminine carry the vessel of life and plant that seed so she can be able to carry the vessel of life and become a portal of children to come through the womb of mother. You can never negate the balance of the yin and the yang. No matter what they try to do, we have to always maintain respect for both mother and father. And even in the picture that I have here, you can see what is called the legends of Our Lady Mary, the Perpetual Virgin. Even in putting and producing a picture like this, they try to remove divine masculine and just made divine masculine a child. But I'm going to break down father next month. I'm going to break down the word father and its connection to ether. The word father and its connection to ether, which seems to be an invisible force where everything is operating in. Next month. I'm not doing it this month. I'm not doing it today. We're going to get into that. Because I was doing some research and I was like, whoa, I kept on seeing this and how words have been changed and manipulated. And when you study and really do deep dive research and cross-reference, you start seeing things start popping and coming to you. I was up until 5 o'clock this morning, actually, writing finishing up my new book, my new ebook, which is called King Simon's Numerovational Spiritual Lessons, Volume 3. And this particular volume now is completed, is out, is ready. Understanding Divine Order Through Numbers and Action. That is the subtitle. Understanding Divine Order Through Numbers and Action. And it has applicable spiritual assignments and numerational breakdowns of particular words. This new book that I have, like I said, it was going to come out May the 11th, and here it is, May the 11th. If you want the book, it's an ebook, so it's a printable ebook. So when you do receive it, you can print it. 9 chapters, simple. I kept it real simple, but it's here to help you on your spiritual journey. That's what we're here to do. Help you on your spiritual journey using numbers. Now, what is very important to let you know what's coming up. The next lesson that's coming up is a spiritual and physical way to overcome emotional exhaustion. The ministry of Numerovation, of spiritual and physical ways to overcome exhaustion. So I'm going to break down the word emotional exhaustion because a lot of people are going through that themselves. That more likely will be the next lesson. And do remember, support the channel through PayPal, Zelle, Venmo. It's all pinned at the top of the chat. Chime, Cash App. Spread love, because spreading love is the righteous way, just like I love to spread love with the information I provide almost every day. So, okay, now that we got that off the ground, happy Mother's Day, happy Big Mama's Day, happy Mom's Day, happy Madre, happy day to all of you out there. All of you out there doing what you have to do. Those who have lost their mothers, enough respect to you. And hopefully you will be able to show honor to your mother by looking at her picture and burning a candle for your mother. I still have my mother. I spoke to her this morning before she went to church. She was heading to church for a Mother's Day celebration at the church, and she's doing well at 86 years of age. Big up to her. This coming Tuesday, we have today's consciousness will be Dr. Alicia Kayer ill. What happened and how can we change it and heal it? This coming Wednesday, we have Brother B. Dell comes to King Simon Presents for the first time. Wednesday, May the 14th. This is May the 13th. So we have B. Dell coming in, young, chosen, and in tune. Oh, he has a story, man. And not just going to go into the esoteric stuff with him. We're going to go into his life and his youth back in the day and what he almost became in life. Every one of these people, myself and everybody else, have a story. Those who don't know, Bobby Hemmett almost became one of the profound shoemakers of our time, but he chose to go down the metaphysical road. Here's a book I'd like to recommend to all men and women, and this book is by Dr. I. Shakamusa Barashango. This one is called African Woman, the Original Guardian Angel. I. Shakamusa, Dr. and Reverend I. Shakamusa Barashango, the late one, the late great. Good book to have in your arsenal. Good book to have if you really want to know. And he gives bibliography, he gives history of when African women was considered the original guardian angel. The Tuesday after, we have another beautiful sister, Tassili Ma'at, will be with us on May the 20th on Today's Consciousness. Big up to Abundance Child with her show also coming on WJVS every Thursday. The tribute to Malcolm X is coming up. Make sure y'all contact Professor Smalls or Brother Reggie at that email right there on the bottom. And if you're into the science of martial arts science, one of my dear teachers, the one, the only Brother Soke Hassan Khalik, will be conducting something on June the 15th in Flushing, New York. Sheraton LaGuardia East Hotel. So if you're going to be out there in New York, it's going to be powerful. And I will be back in New York with these beautiful brothers, Black Dot, Tefru Azar, Adika Butler, myself, King Simon, and Baba Ifa Kumle. More than likely, I will give 15 minutes of my time to a sister that is an author also. I'm not going to mention her name yet. I'm going to give her 15 minutes of my time. I spoke to Brother Shabazz, and I feel that the feminine energy needs to be here. So I'm going to give a sister 15 minutes of my time on this stage. LIU College in Brooklyn, New York, June the 22nd. Doors open at 1. I think doors open at 1 o'clock and it starts at 1:30. Tickets are available right now. You can scan the QR code. Big up to Nina Dunham publication. Make sure you get her book, 52 Mirrors, and Queen's Code Within Him. All right. We'll go through the rest of the promotion later. So let's go to the lessons first, because I did write out some lessons. I did Google and do an online search to figure out what they are saying around the world about mother. It doesn't matter if you're European. It doesn't matter if you're melanated, because everybody has melanin, even the European. It's just that they don't have the same amount. That's all. Everybody has melanin. Everybody has carbon. It's just that they just don't have the same amount. Okay? So enough respect to all of those that are doing the great work as mother, no matter what color, creed, or race. This or my platform don't care. If you are being respectful to life, respectful to modalities that I have to offer, or various people that are doing the work out there, whether it's on a physical or metaphysical level, that's all I'm concerned about, to tell you the truth, nowadays. So King Simon's notes, a spiritual perspective of mother. It's going to be very important. Now, the term, according to online research, the spiritual term, the word mother, of the word mother is far more than just a biological role. I think that's very important. That part right there is very important. Why? Because you have mothers that cannot have children, but yet has adopted children. Les Brown's mom, adopted. Elizabeth Carson's mom, adopted Elizabeth. There's various people out there that have been adopted by families. So when this online study says, or research says, in spiritual terms, I want to make it very clear. In spiritual terms, the word mother is far more than just biological role, but just a biological role. It is a sacred embodiment of divine feminine energy, creation, and unconditional love. It's very important to think about it, because mothers in any race will defend their child. Even if they know their child did something wrong, they will defend and protect their child. That is the truth. They will defend and protect their child. That's unconditional love. Although love does come with conditions, the mother archetype is found in all spiritual traditions as a symbol of nurture, wisdom, protection, and divine guidance, according to online. Everything in the red is all according to online. Everything in black is what I've written and comprised and put together myself. The next online search, it says, in a spiritual context, mother often symbolize nurturing, protection, and guidance, representing a source of unconditional love and support. This can be seen in the biblical call to spiritual mothering, where women are encouraged to nurture the faith of others. So sometimes in churches, that's why they have things in certain churches like nuns, or you might have women that might be part of the Eastern Star in masonry that are there to nurture the flock. In Islam, you might have Musliminas that are here to nurture, and they might not have children themselves, but they also there to nurture the flock in some way, scripturally, religiously. They have it in all temples. They have it in all religious organizations. Those women that are there to help and nurture and sometimes feed the flock. That's according to online research. Everything in red is online. Everything is black is minds. C, the last one, spiritual motherhood. Nurturing and discipline making and disciple making. Nurturing and disciple making. Spiritual mothers are seen as individuals who invest in the spiritual growth of others, particularly younger women, guiding them in their faith journey and helping them to live for God's glory, according to certain online studies. But let me tell you a story about mother from a numerovational perspective before I go into my lesson. Look at the word mother. Look at what you see. After the M, you see other. I remember the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan saying that woman was the other self of God back in the day. Mother is the co-creator of God. So in the word mother, you have other. But when I look at the mathematical breakdown of the word mother in the Pythagorean or the modern system, or in the Chaldean of the Pythagorean system, it adds up to a 34, which is a 7, and 27, which is a 9. 7 is the symbol or the of God in history, but yet symbol 7 is the introspective law of attraction, deeply spiritual energy, but that 3 and 4 deals with the communication and the connection they have to the spirit. Looking at the Pythagorean system, the vowels of the name mother adds up to a number 11. The O and the E adds up to the number 11. 11 is the portal of spiritual insight, intuition, and guidance between the physical and the spiritual realm, which adds up to a number 2 that brings emotion and compassion in mother. If you understand and understand what I'm saying, please, wait a minute. I got 40 or more people in the chat, and y'all haven't liked my video. Y'all got to like up the video. Like the video. That's how you build the algorithms, family. Come on. Like the video. Press that thumb up. Thumb up the video. 40 or more people in my chat, and y'all are not liking the video. Y'all just listening. At least like the video. So, in the consonants of the word mother, the M, the T, the H, and the R adds up to 23, which is a 5. In compound numerology, the 23 is called the royal star of the lion or lioness. So 23 is also directed towards the divine masculine as well as the divine feminine. It's the royal star of the lion or lioness. So when you have a mother, she's also represents that royal part of the family, that other half of the divine masculinity, because the 23, the consonant of the consonants of the word or a name, represents the royal star of mother, the star of the lion or the lioness. And the 2 and the 3 itself deals with compassion and expression, but adds up to the number 5, which deals with flexibility and adaptability and versatility. So mother has to be adaptable. Mother has to be flexible. Mother has to be versatile in her motherhood. Again, family, when you come into my live, please wipe your feet by either thumbing up the video, sharing the video, or supporting the channel. Wipe your feet. This is my home, and I live this. I don't just talk this, I live this. I live this. Okay? Respectfully, because that's all I ask for is the respect to my channel. Make sure you thumb up the video. Thumb up the video. That's all I ask for, to tell you. So, I want you to think about something. I want you to think about something. Going back to the board. In if the vowels in the Pythagorean, if the word mother, the vowels, the inner aspect, the soul urge of the word mother is a portal number which deals with spiritual connection to the divine universe, then when mother's intuition taps in when when children are doing something, mother can be in a whole different room. Mother could be in a whole different room, and all of a sudden, boom! Mother said, "What y'all doing in there?" Because her intuition is strong. The 7 and the 11 are intuitive numbers, according to the study of numbers. 7 and 11. Some of y'all go to 7-Elevens at nighttime. Y'all want to get some food. But 7-11 is our intuitive numbers. Powerful. And it's powerful to know that the word mother is connected to the portal number of the number 11, which is like a runway, a doorway between the physical and spiritual realm, where the 11 is here to bring equilibrium. So people born on the 11th of the month are born on the 29th, which adds up to a number 11, or your name adds up to 11 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 74. As long as it breaks down to the number 11, there is an opening portal that you have access to according to the vibration, according to the frequency of the number 11. Can I get a amen in the chat? Please put your amen or a woman in the chat. Going back to the word mother. Going back to the word mother. In the Chaldean system, which is the oldest of the two systems, the word mother adds up to a number 27 in compound numerology and adds up to a number 9. If you read my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, the 27 in compound numerology is called the symbol of the scepter, which is known in history as a special mystical staff passed down from parent to child or from generation to generation. The 27 is the number of authority, powerful, commanding, intuitive, devoted partner, counselor, volunteer, and it's the number of creative ability, productive intellect. So when you are mother, you have the possibility to use all of the powers of the number 27. Creative abilities, productive intellect, humanitarian, counselor, devoted partner, intuition, intuitive, commanding, powerful, and authoritative. And then it adds up to the number 9, which says you need to always think on a humanitarian level. That's why mother comes with unconditional love. when it is exuding that energy of true mother. Just looking at the numbers. Interesting enough, the vowels of the word mother adds up to a number 12, which deals with the creative and the compassionate aspect, but adds up to the number 3, which deals with the expansion, the expression that mother has to have. Mother has to be able to be creative and compassionate with their children. If it's one child or 10 children or 12 children, they have to know how to express themselves. And sometimes people can get on their nerve. That's a nerve number. Sometimes they want to have time to themselves. The number 7 wants to have time to themselves, living their own mind. Sometimes they worry. The 5 again shows up, another nerve number. Sometimes children can get on their nerve, no doubt. But because the consonants of the word mother in the Chaldean system adds up to a number 6, mother has to bring balance. Mother has to bring stability. Mother has to bring love, beauty, harmony, truth, justice, reciprocity to her children and the family as a part of the divine masculine and divine feminine team. Oh, mother is a powerful thing. I ain't even break down Big Mama yet. The words like Big Mama or Mama, Mama Sa, Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Kusa. I haven't even broken those words down yet. Or Mom. Like I said earlier, mom is wow upside down. Mom is wow upside down. So it's very important. So it's very important. Mother is the other side of the divine masculine, which, like I said, Minister Farrakhan said years ago, is the other half of God. Mother, other. And some people are saying that mother is God. Some people say woman is God. Some people say man is God. Some people say both man and woman together are gods. Whatever you believe, whatever rolls your boat, that's cool. Whatever. I'm trying to stay focused here. So, going back to the lesson. Let's scroll down into because I'm not going to be up here long. I got things to do. A spiritual perspective of mother. Number 1, the vessel of life. Spiritually, the mother is the portal. Again, that number 11 shows up, is the portal between the spiritual and physical world. Why you think I wrote this? Because I seen the number 11, and usually I will write this on the board and then start writing. I would write it on the board and then start writing. The portal 11 of the internal vowels showed up. So I said, spiritually, the mother is the portal between the spiritual and physical world, bringing soul into form. She represents divine creation, the womb of the universe, where life is conceived, nurtured, and birthed. Now, we all know that mother don't just go into the womb and start molding things together like somebody that's doing clay and working on clay. No, but her environment and the situation around her and her intake mentally, physically, and spiritually of food is what helps to mold the being that's in them, because the creative force created such an apparatus that when the man drops the seed in there, it starts to germinate, and whatever mother is holding inside her, whatever she's intaking, both mentally, physically, and spiritually, will affect the growth of the child in the womb. That's how powerful your vessel is. So when women are drinking and smoking and doing all kinds of madness to their system, and when men are drinking, smoking, and doing all types of madness, that can affect the seed that they came to offer the woman, and that can affect the body and the vessel that women are supposed to carry the child in. It's not a game being a man and a woman. And like my dear elder, Dr. Valentine, said, man and woman is not a job description per se.
But we know that they came to do a particular job to keep on bringing life on the earth in its purest form. Now a lot of stuff is messed up. I could agree that there's a lot of people that's messed up. There's a lot of people that shouldn't have children. There's a lot of women and men that can't have children. Low sperm count. They never got a chance to. They did, selfishness, all that. They would be terrible parents. They'd be wicked fathers, wicked mothers. Okay. We know what has happened over time. Yes, we know what has happened over time. Again, family, please like, subscribe, and share with others. And don't share it with anybody. I want you to share it with family and friends on a spiritual journey. That's who I want you to share it with, really. Family and friends that are on a spiritual journey. That's really who I want you to share it with. Don't share it with anybody, because not everybody is ready to know that when they say numbers don't lie, numbers really don't lie. Now, liars can use numbers, but numbers don't mean that numbers lie. You know what I'm saying? So please come in my channel, like, subscribe, so you can get notified. Press that bell until it turns black, because that's where it's at when it's black. So you could be notified when I come on to teach from a positive perspective. There's a lot of wicked and evil and drama going on the streets and on YouTube land. I'm not doing it because, like the great Bob Marley said, if the wicked can keep on doing wicked 24 hours a day, then why can't the righteous, or those that are striving to be righteous, present righteousness 24 hours a day? We got to offset the madness on YouTube if we're real about it. I did my portion of madness in the club life and the party life and all the madness that I used to do. I'm not in that segment no more. Dr. Khalid used to say, we are saints, saviors, soldiers, scholars, healers, and killers. I'm in my healing cycle right now. Saint, savior, soldier, scholar, and healer right now. I'm not in my killing cycle yet. I just pray that it comes at the appropriate time when I need to kill. I'm not just going to die for people. I'm going to kill for certain people if I have to. Kill to protect myself. Life and death. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being honest. So if Dr. Khalid taught us that we are saints, saviors, soldiers, scholars, healers, and killers, and all of that is in us, then we just have to pray for the appropriate time for it to come out. At that right time. You don't want it, like I said before, you don't want to be in a healing mode when you're supposed to be doing healing work and you end up killing something. You could be killing somebody mentally. You could be killing somebody physically. You can be killing somebody spiritually. Because killing has multiple levels. Killing has multiple levels to this. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. So happy Mother's Big Mama's Day, and beyond to all of you sisters and potential mothers that probably didn't get a chance to be mothers, but y'all are mothering your business. Y'all are mothering your books. Y'all are mothering your talents. Y'all are mothering your skills. Y'all are mothering your career. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Grandmamas, baby mamas, whatever. Daddies that have to be mamas because mama left or mama transitioned. That happens too. Let's be real. So, getting back to the lesson. She represents divine creation, the womb of the universe where life is conceived, nurtured, and birthed. Number 2, unconditional love and spiritual nourishing. The essence of a true spiritual mother is unconditional love. Notice I said the essence, because we know certain times of life that women or mothers come with condition. You're not going to let your child abuse you. There's a condition. You're not going to let your husband abuse you. There's a condition. But the essence of true spiritual mother is unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness. She reflects the love of the Creator, offering warmth, comfort, and healing even when others fall short. When daddy falls short and leave, I have done this. I've been divorced 3 times. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. Even when daddy falls short, mother is still there, still doing her thing. The Creator gave mother something, a little extra than daddy, because daddy was beaten down, daddy was pushed out, or daddy just did not understand what a father is. Sometimes some of us as fathers didn't even know or didn't even have relationship therapy. Sometimes we was raising children hands on and missed our freedom, missed our way of life, or missed doing what we got to do. Some of us wasn't meant to be fathers at a certain period of time. We should have waited. I know I should have waited, but I'm happy for every child that came through. Anyway, I'm honest. Y'all know I get transparent up in this piece. I got no problems with it. Again, she reflects the love of the Creator, offering warmth, comfort, and healing even when others fall short. Whether present physically or not, her spirit often lives within as intuition, emotional memory, and inner strength. So even if your mom is not here with us anymore, your grandmother's not here with us, her spirit still resides within all. I know my grandmother's spirit is still with me. All my grandmothers on both sides of my family is still within me. Intuition, emotional memory, and inner strength to keep on pushing on instead of unaliving myself, or you unaliving yourself, or leaving this planet abruptly because you felt I can't handle what's going on. You was meant for this time. I was meant for this time. Mother is meant for this time. There's some mothers that would drive off of a bridge with their children, take their whole family out. I've known friends of mine that did that. Left her 2 children. That's why I wrote my book. This is one of the reasons I wrote the book, because of a dear friend that decided to take her life. Numerovation for mental stability, and she was born under the mental number of the number 13, which adds up to a number 4, and 4 is one of the primary numbers of mental health in my book. It's not a game, it's not a joke. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen in my own life. Friends, male and female, myself included, could have been in that number. But I didn't want to be in that number of taking myself off this planet or unaliving myself. I didn't want to be in that number. That's why I didn't do it. There was always some type of intervention when it came down. I thought about my mother. I thought about my grandmother. I thought about my father. I thought about my grandfather. All of these entities, these beings, was my reminder to stay here and do, because if I would have done it at 8 years old, none of these books would have came out. Y'all would never hear me today. I would have been on the altar and the mantle of my mother today, to this day, because she's still alive and 80-something years of age, going to church. I spoke to her this morning. So going back to the lesson, family, very important. Whether present physically or not, her spirit often lives within as an intuitive or intuition, emotional memory, or inner strength. Number 3, divine feminine principle. Mother symbolizes the yin energy, receptive, intuitive, flowing, and grounding. She teaches patience, gentleness, and the power of being rather than doing. Let me say that again. This is what the job of a mother is supposed to do, even if you don't have children of your own. If you're going to mother somebody else's children or adopt somebody else, you have to teach patience, gentleness, and the power of being rather than doing. According to online search, I was supposed to put this on red. I'm sorry, I didn't put this in red. I was supposed to put this on red because this was an online search. We'll do it anyway. in many traditions referred to her as Gaia, Mother Earth, Isis, Aset. That's what I was supposed to put too. Anytime I see Aset, Oshun, Mary, or the great cosmic womb, or Big Mama. But remember I did an online search for this, so I wanted to get in. You know, they're limited with their. Again, look at this book right here by Dr. Barashango. Dr. Barashango, those that are new to my channel, go get this book. This one is called African Woman, the Original Guardian Angel. And this is not just for African women. This is for the indigenous women of the Americas also. All throughout the Americas, from north, south, east, west of America. All the Caribbeans is considered the Americas. All of it. So Barashango, he was a southerner himself. He was Geechee Gullah. Barashango. But he believed in his connection to Africa as our brothers and sisters, our cousins. That's what he believed. He was right there amongst Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, and all the great ones. No matter what's going on out there right now. I got all the books. I got more books coming on about the Americas. I'm studying too, because I'm constantly learning. I have no problem learning. I have nothing against people like Dane Calloway. I have nothing against Rod Hayes. I have nothing against people like Top Cats, Chief Cop. I have nothing against them. It's another form of research that we have to go into because we've been introduced to certain things. I got books on the Maroons and the Arawak. I got all of that because that's where my family part of the Americas came from. So big up to all of them are doing the research. I just don't like the disrespect of each other. That's why I won't participate in the disrespect of nobody, because I respected all my elders from Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, Sheikh Anta Diop, to all to the Asirs of Duke of Tears and the Sabir Bays. I respect all of them. That's why I don't get into drama with everybody. That's not my thing. And it's not that I don't know how to bring the smoke. I just don't smoke because it congests my lungs and it destroys the fiber of who I am as a humanitarian. So I love what Chief Top Cat is teaching from his perspective and what Rod Hayes is teaching. Chief Rod Hayes is Brother Yusuf, Chief Yusuf, Brother Yusuf is teaching, and for Dane Calloway is teaching from his perspective. Go ahead, teach on, as long as it's helping people and you not disrespecting and you not dogging and disrespecting other people. Go ahead, teach. Keep teaching, because young people need to know history of the original Americas, just like they need to know history of the original Akibaland, or what they call Africa today. They need to know all of it. World history. That's why world history is important. I'm not limiting myself, because Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad taught us that we are all of it. And he was born in Texas himself, Houston, Texas. Big up to Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Enough respect to whatever people are teaching, as long as you're doing it with integrity and positive intention. I'm saying this. So I have nothing against nobody that's teaching anything, because I grew up with elders like Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark. Those are the ones I watched. The Sheikh Anta Diop, those are the ones that I paid attention to at UAM, and Amos Wilson and all. Those are the ones I paid attention to, because that was what was presented to us. That's what we was presented. I'm always open for new information. I'm always open to learning. That's one thing I am about, learning. And that's why I even bought this book. What is that book at? I had this book for years. Black Indians. Big Mama, the Black Indians. I've had this book for years. I had to buy a new one because I lost it. I have another one called We're Not Just Africans. I got another book like that. So I'm not afraid to study. I'm not afraid to study. Not afraid to study. And not afraid to pick up new information and cross-reference and study and research myself. That's what a true historian does. They don't just limit to themselves. A true scientist does. They're going to always bear witness to the new evidence that's presented. Gotta respect it. And it sounded hot. It sounded real good out in them streets. It sounded real good. So getting back to the lessons, family, I gotta finish off because I'm getting ready to go and hang out with my son and my grandchildren. And So many traditions refer to her mother as Gaia, Mother Earth, Isis, Aset, Oshun, Mary, or the great cosmic womb. Number 4, spiritual growth through the mother. The mother figure is often our first spiritual teachers, imparting valuable values, emotional intelligence, and early lessons of faith and trust. Mother, y'all are the first figures that when we come out of that womb, yeah, pops might be there, but we got to suck on your breath and your breasts and your breasts. We got to smell your breath first. We got to smell your body because we're coming out of your vajayjay first. So you are the first spiritual teacher because you are the first vessel that has to impart values, emotional intelligence, and early lessons of faith and trust. That's why in certain family structures, women should have children with them for at least the first 7 formative years, going into 12 or 13, and then the men should take them to raise them, especially to be a man, especially when it comes to male children. First formative years, he needs that sensitivity. He needs that coddling and that cuddling. But when he gets 7, now you need to send him to daddy. If it's a daughter, you maintain the balance between mom and dad to let them know there's always respectable dads and respectable moms in the area. That dad is supposed to show their daughter what men are supposed to be. Look, I'm honest. Because I was chasing entertainment, I fell short of the glory of that. I'm honest about that. You know, I'm still healing with my daughters today. Still healing because of chasing illusions, because it was just an illusion. It was an illusion. Entertainment to me right now, unless I incorporate my family into it, it was an illusion. I should have incorporated my family like Bob Marley did. Although he had so many women, he incorporated his family like the Wayans brothers did. The mother and the father. The mother and father had 10 children, 9 or 10 children, and still has a successful family doing what they got to do. That's what only regret I have, to tell you the truth. Only regret. And really, I don't have any regrets because it is what it is and life had to go the way it went. But if there's any regrets, I wish I would have incorporated my family into my business. We could have all been writing books. We could have all been productions and producers and all of that we could have been doing because I was in there. I was in it. But I did not do it as the leader, the man over my own children or the women I was dealing with. So the mother figure, going back to the spiritual growth through mother, the mother figure is often our first spiritual teacher, imparting values, emotional intelligence, and early lessons of faith and trust. Even the absence or pain related to a mother can become a catalyst for deep soul healing and self-mastery. That part. Let me say that again for those in the back of the universe. For those in the back of the universe. Let me say it again for you. Even the absence or pain related to a mother can become a catalyst for deep soul healing and self-mastery. My final numerational thoughts. Let's go to the numbers first. I'm closing out, family. It's almost. It ain't been an hour. It's almost an hour. I'm closing out. Instagram, how y'all doing out there? Instagram, how y'all doing? YouTube, how y'all doing? Again, please like, subscribe, and share. Please support the channel through PayPal or Cash App. It is what it is. That's what we do. Wipe your feet when you come into my channel here. Wipe your feet by showing some love. Spread love. Ba-ba-da. If you enjoyed what we've been sharing, spread love. Ba-ba-da. Happy Mother's Day. Spread love. Ba-ba-da. Spread love. Ba-ba-da. Let's go to the numbers first. So let's look at this. Let's look at the symbol and the story that mother offers through each letter. before we close out. Here it is. MOTHER. The 4 deals with the foundation, the mental and physical foundation that mother must have. 6 deals with the healing, truth, justice, reciprocity, and justice and beauty that mother must bring. 2 deals with the compassion and the companionship and loyalty and love that they must offer. 8 deals with the abundance and recognizing the assets and liabilities in the children that they have and within themselves to give and offer to the children. 5 represents the adaptability that mother must have, the versatility that mother must have in order to expand. And 9 represents the humanity that mother must have in order to maintain true motherhood. That adds up to 34, which is that 7 of law of attraction and healing in the Pythagorean. I just broke down the story of mother just from one word. In the Chaldean, because this deals with symbolism, sound and vibration. 4 represents the building block that mother offers. 7 represents the spiritual acumen and the introspection that mother offers. 4 represents structure and discipline that mother offers. The double 5, or the 5 itself first, it represents the versatility and the joyful expression that mother offers. The next number 5, doubling of the 5. Again, there's a lot of 5 in the word mother, so people can get on mama's nerves. Sometimes mama say, don't get on my nerve. Well, 5, a lot of these nerve numbers, the number 3 and the number 5 in the word mother. So yes, that's a nerve number that mom has to be careful of her nerve. Number 2 deals with the balance of the feminine and the masculine support that needs to be there. That's why even if a mother don't have a man in her life, she's still using the society which ran by men to get what she wants. Then it adds up to the 27, which deals with the creative and productive aspect. In order for her to reap harvest, she just have to stay on a higher vibratory humanitarian level. That is the story of mother I just gave you in a simple perspective. That's what I gave you. The story of mother. That's a story, family. Isn't it beautiful what mother says? And there's more to it. I'm just giving you basic because I don't want to be too long on here, because I got to get ready to go. There's more, of course. And if you want to go in my book or you want to go in Lloyd's book, my book has a breakdown of all the letters in my book, simple perspective of all the letters in my book, both positive and negative, because I can go down the negative of what mommy needs to watch out for also. But I ain't got that time. I don't have that time today. But my final numerovational thoughts. I gave you the numerovation because I want to keep mother motivated no matter what you're going through, no matter how many children you have. Big up to Sister Cinnamon. She has 13 children. Big up to my aunt who had 12 children, her and her husband. Cinnamon, her and her husband had 13 children. Big up to my former wife, my first wife. She has 12 children. And big up to all you mothers that have a lot of children. And back in the day, they had a lot of children. Mother is not just a person, it's a presence. She is the divine nurturer, the cosmic protector, and the spiritual midwife of growth, wisdom, and rebirth. Whether through a person, nature, or spirit, mother energy reminds us that we are loved, supported, and guided always. Let me say that again. Whether through a person, nature, or spirit, mother energy reminds us that we are loved, supported, and guided always. Happy Mother's Day now and forevermore. Thanks for your time and greatness. From King Simon Presents. Remember, you can always find me on Linktree, family. You can go to my Linktree and show so much love. Remember, family, be loved, love your moms, love the feminine side as well as the masculine side of self, and I appreciate every one of you. Remember, family, support the channel because we do what we got to do to keep the positive stuff out here. PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, Chime, Cash App. We got all the apparatus, or you can do Super Chat or Super Sticker. Thank you very much for being a part of this journey. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Love you, Mom. Love you to all you moms all over the world, no matter what creed, color, or race you may be. Take care, be safe, be great, and we'll talk next time. One love.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Today's consciousness, today's consciousness, today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? From the pristine position that we held in today's consciousness, here's a new show just for you every Tuesday called Today's Consciousness. Be there and enjoy all the great special guest stars that will be passing through on a new show called Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Are you ready to address all the things that are going on? And how can we heal today's consciousness? Today's consciousness. Today's consciousness. Right here on KSP TV. Today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? It's about guiding people. The only way you can make the world better is if you make the people better. So it's about showing them the light of hope in themselves and their family. Everything in this universe is all about synchronicity.
Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numerovation from the king. Learn the foundation from the king. Nana Pushe. 1 + 1 is 2. Be precise. 3 + 2 is 5. Guard your mind. Me plus you is mathematician. Learn from the one Numerovator. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numerovation from the king. Learn the foundation from the king. Nana Pushe. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numerovation from the king. Learn the foundation from the king.
No, it's not about reading. It's about guiding. I don't do readings. I do consultations because you should know yourself. As good as the back of your hand, you should know yourself. I want everyone out there to be clear that this is to serve you like a GPS serves you. Remember, each of us has guaranteed ourselves success. Be that magi, family. Be that magician. Be that numerational motivated force.